Hello everyone, my name is Rania Nisema, a student at Makerere University Business School, Year 1, Semester 2, and my registration number is 25/U-15568/PS. And this is my defense video for the Bright Mind Consulting Network Design Project. And I'm going to share my report. So this is my report of the project that I was assigned to do. So I was to talk about the physical media and the logical design. So Bright Consultancy worked with the unshielded twisted pair cable, Ethernet cable for their workstations because the Ethernet cables are cheap in a way that they are of a fair price, and of an organization with a big establishment, the Ethernet would be a good idea. And then the Ethernet cables support data transfer speed-wise. The Ethernet cable, because they can transfer to over 10 gigabytes per second, which easily handles LAN environments. Well, these twisted pair cables are the ones we normally see connected to the desktops in offices, connected in the computer labs, and they are really, they connect to the internet. Then the unguided media that was required to provide Wi-Fi access for visitors in the lobby. We chose to use the wireless radio waves. Reason, because they are flexible in a way that without any physical infrastructure constraints, it allows visitors to connect wirelessly and no cables, and good mobility, which will be convenient for clients in the lobby. For example, like at school, where we go in the ADB labs. These are the computer labs at Makerere University. There are computer labs whereby when you enter the lab, you can easily connect to the Wi-Fi, which is the eduroam. For task 2, we used the VLSM analysis, whereby this was one of the shortest methods used, where h is equals to 2 power n minus 2. It is an easy method. So we drew a table whereby we sorted the requirements in a descending order to assign the variable length blocks 27, 28, and 29, you see here, clean without the address overloads. Then this is my network topology that I drew to connect. You see, I used one router, which is 2911, and I connected it to 3 different switches in different departments, the marketing and the finance and admin. Each switch was connected to 2 devices, the PC marketing 1, PC marketing 2, each was labeled in the marketing department. Also the finance, which was PC1, PC2, also in the admin department, whereby PC1 admin, then the PC2 for the admin. And I'm going to share with you my Cisco. I had already opened it. So this, I was tasked to ping. I was supposed to show my pin. So before that, I'm going to verify all why these green link lights are activated. So I'm going to first switch off my router. So when I switch it off, you see the green links go off. This shows that the router is not connected to any switch of any department. And then when I switch it on, it will go back to green. You're going to see it. And then when it's green, it really shows that the network is on. So I'm going to ping PC1. You see they have turned to green. So I'm going to ping PC1 in the marketing department. You say where you say ping, you click desktop, you go to command prompt, and then you ping its address, which is 192. Remember, we said those are the, this is class C. 192 is class C. 192.168.10.34. Then enter. I'm going to wait. You give it some time and it gives you the results. So the first echo request brought the result as time out due to the address resolution protocol. This is because of the subsequence it's successful and it replies over the inter-VLAN works. And then you exit. So this means, if you want to know that it really works, you can send a message from PC1 to PC1 in the finance department, and then you simulate and play. Well, I'm going to talk about the challenge I faced. I faced a challenge of switching on the router, configuring it. So to configure it, to know whether it works, some people forget that you have to switch on the switch physically. So I added this expansion interface cards into the empty slots. So if you want it to work, you first switch off the router, and then you can remove the expansion card. Sorry. You remove the expansion, and sorry, it can't work when it's on. It has to be off for it to work. Why is it going on again? So that is one of the challenges. Anyway, you put the expansion card into the empty slot, then you switch it on. That's how you know that it has worked. And then it turns back to green. Now, thank you for listening and watching.